Hi. I think some doors only make sense after they've closed. Whenever some things end, a relationship, friendship, or opportunity, our first instinct is usually to pry it back open. To put ourselves back into situations that we're so used to, even though we've outgrown them. Playing with dollhouses that have long collected dust. Rereading old conversations. Wondering what would have happened if we've said one sentence differently, or maybe 5 minutes later. We revisit places that don't feel the same anymore, like your childhood home after everyone has moved out, hoping that when you wake in the morning, the sun will hit just like it did that summer 8 years ago. Often, when the door closes, we rarely ask what it's making room for. We're too busy staring at the demolished old house, not realizing that we can't live there anymore. There was a door there once. There is no longer a home. I've always thought closure was supposed to be final. One conversation where everything clicked together. A revelation that is revealed in the last episode of a final season. Then, we'd walk away, understanding everything as it happened. Turn off the TV, throw the popcorn bucket in the trash, and feel satisfied. It almost never happens like that. Sometimes, people leave halfway through a sentence. Sometimes, the last you hear from them is 2 days ago. And then never again. There are times when you feel like you're at the top of the world, only to realize the fall is very long, a mere second later. Have you ever become strangers with someone so gradually that you don't even notice until one day you realize your last message was on their birthday a year ago, and you've become strangers entirely? For a really long time, I hated that. Plans that never pushed through, opportunities that got snatched in the blink of an eye, friendships with packs of forever fading into your archive chats. I wanted every ending to come neatly labeled, so that I could file it away and move on. They were mistakes, but now, I think mistakes are just lessons. I can't imagine my life without them happening exactly the way that they did. Not because they were good experiences. Many of them weren't. But because every closed door forced me to open another, which eventually led me here. When I was younger, I failed the entrance exam to the most prestigious high school in our country. It sucked. I ended up somewhere else. Somewhere further away. A small school nestled in the trees. Often, we find ourselves thinking, I don't know what I would have done if I hadn't met you. Whether it's a lover or a best friend, a chance meeting, a randomized seating arrangement, a last meeting school choice. I don't think we realize how much of our identity comes from the things that didn't happen. The people we never met, the cities we never moved to, the jobs we never got. The versions of ourselves that quietly disappeared into the whispers of existence before they even had a chance to exist. Oftentimes, in the dead of night, with only the sound of crickets to keep my mind company, I wonder who I'd be if one conversation had gone differently. If I had been admitted to that school, if I'd said sorry, or maybe if one person had stayed. I wonder for a little while. Then I remember there is probably another version of me, somewhere in that imaginary life, wondering about the exact same thing, wondering about this one. You see, perhaps life comes with its own unopened doors. Maybe that's just part of being alive. I don't think every closed door is secretly a blessing, or that everything happens for a reason. I just think we only get to understand our lives by living past the chapters that have confused us. And perhaps that's why some doors only make sense after they've closed.